See?
All right.
Now it's same pause.
Is it recording?
Same pause.
It's recording. Excellent. All right. So do you see me?
Mm-hmm.
All right. I'm going to teach you how to wear twins in 2 ring slings. What I'm doing now is threading the ring sling through the rings and securing it with the tail tight. And the best way to wear 2 babies in 2 ring slings is to make sure individually first with each ring sling that it's tight and threaded properly, secure to your body, so you'll have less to adjust once you have both babies in the ring slings. So that's ring sling number 1, and this, I'm actually going to use a water sling today for my ring sling number 2, in the hopes that the light mesh material will help you see baby's positioning better. So this ring sling needs adjusted as well to be tight, close to my body. And I'm doing just a little bit of slack so that way I can put the babies in securely. And I think what I'm going to do first is put both ring slings on my person empty with no babies inside after I've already securely. Woohoo! So wearing 2 ring slings is a little bit of a challenge because, you know, you have both sets of rings. But it's a great secure option to have each baby independent, so you only have to take one out at a time. So I feel like this red mesh one here is still a little loose, so I'm going to go ahead and tighten it. The best way to tighten your ring sling so that the rings do not move in position, because they're most comfortable when they're up corsage position. So the best way to tighten is not by pulling down, which affects your ring placement, but pulling across your body, starting with one gather of fabric all the way through the sling to see how you need to adjust it. I'm right-handed, so I'm going to put baby in on my left side first, so that way I still have use of my right side. And I have 1-month-old twins here to help me. Hello, baby. So I'm going to put baby up all the way on my shoulder and then through my sling with their whole body. Oh, hey, Jameson. Alright. First things first. He's still so little, he's going to curl up. So I'm going to make a seat by pulling the fabric up between my body and his, making sure both legs and feet are outside. I have some loose fabric here to the side, you can see. So I'm going to redo my seat with that tight fabric on this side, so that way baby is secure. And then if I have loose fabric, then I can tighten it over here at the rings here by pulling across. And that's exactly what I'm going to do to keep him secure. And I have a lot of space here up at the top. I don't want his head to flop. And I also don't want his head on the rings. So I'm going to tighten again across to get him secure. Oh, baby. I'm trying to lean his head towards my arm so that way he's not on the rings. And he's like, where's my pacifier? I'm hungry now. Yeah. Just gonna let you munch on my shirt then. Alright, so now I have room for, I'm gonna try to have room for baby number 2, As you can see, I had to adjust my ring sling shoulder to be higher up on my arm to keep the rings away from baby number 1's head. Now, if you want, once you get babies in position, you can put your tail through the ring to kind of protect it. And in fact, I think I'm going to do that right now with the first one, in the hopes that I don't bonk baby number 2 in the head with metal when I pick her up. So, Jameson here has a secure seat in the sling. Can you see his seat? Yeah, there's his little feet. His legs out. I recommend, and Baby Wearing International recommends, legs out from birth to help your little one with their balance and to keep your motion from transferring to their spine. Legs out is the best way to do that. Obviously, some babies just don't stretch that way when they're very little, and then legs in is appropriate. But legs out from birth is the current recommendation to help with that weight and motion transfer with your little one, keeping them safe. So now, here's the red sling here, which is actually a mesh water sling that we're using for demonstration purposes. I'm going to go ahead and adjust my rings just a little bit, just because I don't want them on my neck when I put baby number 2 in. And here's the challenge. If you don't have baby number 1 very secure, then picking up baby number 2 is a little tricky. We're going to move her up. Oh, sweetheart, I'm sorry. And you can see here, baby number 1 has to be fully supported when you lean over, or else their head's going to flop around when you go to get baby number 2, and this is Lexi. Whew. And again, we're going whole body, oops, popped her foot right there, through the whole sling. And I'm going to pull the fabric around my back to make sure it's nice and tight, to then create that seat for her. And you can see that she's flopping and flailing, and that's because I don't have the top. Arms got to be in. Fabric needs to go all the way up to her little neck to support her body. And here I go. And I'm tightening the top across. And you really can't see where I'm tightening it because the other sling's in the way. But it's tightening through the rings there to then secure her to my body. And I did make that nice deep seat of fabric, oh baby, between us first. Woo. All right, I think I'm going to go ahead and give one more tug here to really make sure she's secure. Personally, I think it's not very hands-free, it's more like arms-free, because you end up supporting their heads on your forearms. Lexi here says, "Why did you wake me up? Why did you wake me up?" Yeah. With 2 and 2 ring slings, you often get the ring slings up around your neck because you're trying to fit 2 babies in this space where there's normally be nothing, and now instead there are 2 ring sling shoulders. So, well, there you have it though. 2 babies, 2 ring slings. Thanks.